Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. 16th week of this quarantine. Over. Bo Jackson week. Over. Bo don't know quarantine. Bo don't know what it's like to be locked up with a 5-year-old for 16 weeks. Bo don't know shit about that. I can promise you. 4th of July weekend has come and gone. Happy 4th of July to everybody out there. Had an excellent weekend. Great weather, great cookout with my family, tons of food. Cookout's winding down. Lots of food left over. Any reasonable person would go to the Tupperware cabinet, grab some Tupperware, put some food in there, and send it home with their guests. That's what I tried to do. But I was awoken to a plague that is infesting the Doherty household. And that would be a plague on Tupperware containers. Where do all the Tupperware containers go? Why are there Tupperware and no matching top? Oh, this might look like it matches, but it doesn't. It's too small. I went through that about 5 different times on Saturday. I just gave up and said, fuck it. I kept all the food. Where did the Tupperware tops go? Does it happen in anybody else's house? Who walks away with Tupperware and no top? Do we throw them away? What happens to them? I need to know. Maybe someone can help me out there. This week in the Minifan world, we bid a fond farewell to one of our interns. One of our very first interns. That would be Mr. Will. Look at this specimen. It's the only 66-year-old, 22-year-old on the planet. I mean, look at him. The slippers, the socks, the shirt, the hair, the hat, the physique. The fact that he's sitting on a park bench drinking whiskey with his legs crossed. One of a kind. I've only had one interaction with the young man up in Madawaska. Myself, Kirk's painter's brother-in-law, sitting at a table at Big Rick's. He happened to walk by. I introduced myself. I said, awesome job, man. You're doing a great job as an intern. Congratulations on going to a great school. He goes to a great school. And then I asked him, where does the other intern go to school, Justin? He said, I don't know. We don't talk. Okay. Well, you do a YouTube show with him. You don't talk to him at all? Not at all. You have no idea where he goes to school. Then he turns around to me and says, yeah, I think he goes to Mansfield State. Mansfield State. I said, is that next to the Xfinity Center? Me and Kirk's painter shared a good chuckle. He said, yeah, I think it's close, and then walked away. Good luck out there, my man. Good luck. On to the news. Mom drinks sperm smoothies to fight off coronavirus. That's right, I said. Yep. Tracy Kiss, 32, says she's not had a cold or flu for 3 years because of her concoction, which is made up using donations from her boyfriend, and she takes 3 shots a week. Hear that, ladies? 3 shots a week of splooge. Keeps the doctor away. It isn't much different to a mother breastfeeding her newborn to give them the nutrients they need, Tracy said. Not comparable. It isn't for everyone, but it is packed full of vitamins, and I haven't had a cold or flu since drinking it in 2017. I also put it on my face to clear up my skin. What a woman. She's taking 3 loads a week. She's putting it on her face. I think we've all seen that movie before. Tracy continued, it's the best way to consume semen as close to production as possible to get the most nutrients and benefits. You hear that, ladies? You got to get it as soon as it comes out. As soon as it comes out. Make sure you get it. But I often store it in the freezer in an ice cube tray, as my partner, who does not wish to be named, yeah, no shit, and I are in a long-distance relationship. I sometimes have a shot or disguise the taste in a smoothie with fresh bananas and fresh berries. Unfreaking believable. 3 times a day, take it when it comes out, and make sure you get it on your face. Words to live by. Words to fucking live by. Last story. Florida woman sues for paternity test on goats. Yes, that's correct. Goats. A Florida woman has filed a lawsuit seeking either a paternity test on her goats or a refund, and she's not kidding around. Chris Hedstrom filed the suit against her neighbor Heather Daner last month, seeking DNA for the goats that she purchased. Long story short, this woman purchased 5 goats from another woman. They started growing up. She said, these don't look like the Nigerian dwarf goats that I ordered. She wants DNA from the father. The owner said, Mafangul. Now they're in court. This all gives me a nice, perfect opportunity to mash 2 faces together to see what their adult children would look like. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to mash the faces together. You see if you can guess who it is. First face that we can mash together. Couple hints. Both of them talentless hacks. Both of them allergic to ratings. I'm allergic to poison ivy. Some people allergic to peanut butter. Some people lactose. Some people gluten. These 2, ratings. Ratings make them break out in hives. That would be this talentless hack and this talentless hack. Asshole. Next one. Not pretty. Hint, 2 former members of the KNC casting couch. Hint, they hate America. They hate the 4th of July. They hate fireworks. They hate anything American whatsoever. That would be... And if they had a kid and then they went out, they'd be the unfunnest kid on the face of the planet. They are just not fun people. Next. Oh! Whew. Not a pretty sight. Hint. One just needs the adoration and it needs the approval of young women. One sits idly by and watches women get drafted into a sex draft. They are both 1 and 2 or 1 and 1A, the worst editors in the history of the planet. It's 1A, everybody else. That would be her and him. We all know he is a... Kirk says don't let up on him. I'm not letting up on him. And last but certainly not least, this is just a fun one because we all know they're almost the same person anyways. That would be... Good looking guy. This guy right here. That would be the love child of Mr. Howie Carr and the best producer in the business, Mr. Steve Robinson. We all know that they're right under the same name, but that's what their child would look like if they mixed. And that's it with the news. Oh, wait. We got a little Squeezy Jibs update. I forgot about Squeezy. This is what Squeezy's been up to.
Where you're like, oh yeah, $1,200. They'll be set. Some amount of money y'all fucking spend on a goddamn wallet. Trying to figure out which summer home to wait it out in till all blows fucking over. What the fuck are we supposed to do? Homie, I'm one more fucking missed rent payment away from having to sell pictures of my feet on OnlyFans. No disrespect. If you want to fucking sell pictures of yourself on OnlyFans, more power to you. But I should fucking I should do that because I want to, not because I fucking have to, homie. God damn, fucking politicians, do something. Shit.
What? I don't even know what he's talking about. But here's the thing. Politicians. Everything else that's going on. The riots. Defund the police. We got an election coming up in November. Your biggest problem is the fact that Squeezy fucking Jibs needs to take a video of his feet and put it on OnlyFans. And not because he wants to, but because he has to. That needs to be fixed. Put everything else on the back burner. You fix that, politicians. Fix it. Fucking Squeezy. All right, top 10. We're going to go with the top 10 list of patriotic movies. I'm going to put my nice little patriotic hat on here. I'm going to preface this list just like I do all the rest of the times. This is my top 10, not anybody else's top 10. So these are my movies that I think. You might have a different opinion. I'd love to hear those opinions. Give them to me. I love having a conversation with it. But I'll hear my old man say, you having a top 10 patriotic movie list and Gettysburg isn't on there? Yeah, Doss. I'm 38 years old. That movie's boring as fuck. It's not going on here. Top 10 list of patriotic movies. Number 10, The American President. Michael Douglas, Annette Bening, Martin Sheen, Michael J. Fox. I remember watching this movie when I was younger, and I looked at Michael Douglas, and I said, that's a presidential wholesome movie. And I liked it. I'm a big romantic comedy guy, so it kind of mixed politics with the romantic comedy. Solid stuff. Number 9, I watched this movie in the movie theater with my portly friend Danny, who has the worst movie laugh in the history of movie laughs. And I'm sure you all have friends like that. When no one else is laughing in the movie theater, all you can hear is him. To the point where you just don't even want to game concentrate in the fucking movies. You want to strangle him. That would be Team America. Creators of South Park. Funny fucking movie. Love it. Number 8, going with another comedy. Bill Murray, John Candy. They only made 3 movies together. This one was the best. That would be Stripes. John Larroquette, very underrated comedian, John Larroquette. I used to love Night Court. Dan Fielding, another very underrated character in the history of TV. But Stripes, good movie. Number 7 could have been in my top 5, but I slotted it here. I did this speech sophomore year in high school as a public speaking speech. Got a B-. It's good enough for me. Not a boring minus, actual B-. Good enough for me. This is the Bill Pullman, Bill Paxton. Is it Bill Pullman or is it Bill Paxton? It's Bill Pullman, and it's Independence Day at number 7. Number 6 is Bill Paxton. Number 6 is Apollo 13. Now, the 16 seconds, because I counted, I went and watched it this weekend. The 16 seconds from the time that they lose connection, they pan to the wife and the daughter sitting at home watching the TV. They pan to the son sitting in the classroom at the Naval Academy. They pan to Ed Harris sitting back at the command center. And then finally they screen to the TV and there's the parachute. Tears just streaming. Always tears. If you don't have tears, you got to check yourself. That's number 6. Number 5. Number 5 is a movie they're coming out with a sequel Christmas weekend where Miles Teller plays Goose's son. Should be pretty good. That would be Top Gun. Top Gun always got the blood flowing. You've Lost That Loving Feeling is my go-to karaoke song. Number 4 is the executive producer's pick. Number 4, we debated whether it was a patriotic movie, and we ultimately decided it was. And that would be Forrest Gump. That's her favorite movie. I mean, it basically tells a very good history of events during that time period. So yeah, we gave it. That's what it was. Number 3 is the greatest Olympic moment in the history of sports. I didn't put it on my top 10 sports movie list. I got a little criticism for that, but what are you going to do? That would be Miracle. Very solid movie. Al Michaels, iconic. That's the most iconic game call of all time. That was number 3. Number 2 is a movie I also watched this weekend. Excellent movie. That would be Saving Private Ryan. What a cast. Tom Hanks, Tom Sizemore, Ed Burns, Paul Giamatti, Matt Damon, Vin Diesel. Great cast. Ed Burns would play in me. When I write the story of my life and I have a movie, Ed Burns is going to be the actor that plays it. Always said it. Big fan of him. Love the movie. Very patriotic. Get your blood flowing. I had a lot of war movies going on, but I just picked that one. It was either that or Hacksaw Ridge. I was a big Hacksaw Ridge fan, but one was Saving Private Ryan at number 2. And number 1, I'm going to let him do it himself.
Killing each other. But I guess that's better than 20 million.
Я думаю, что это лучше, чем даже 20 миллионов долларов.
So what I was trying to say is that if I can change,
Я думаю, что каждый тоже изменился
and
сегодня.
you can change,
Вы можете измениться.
everybody can change.
Каждый может измениться.
I mean, any movie that ends with Stallone in the middle of the ring with the United States flag draped over his shoulders is going to be number 1 for me. I was ready to run through a wall after that movie. That movie is fantastic. Number 1 is Rocky IV. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, we're going to jump right into a movie, a TV show, and the song that I danced to tonight in the kitchen. The movie, we're talking about all these patriotic movies. Go back, watch all these patriotic movies, get the blood flowing, get a little tears going, get the heart racing, and then sit back on Netflix and watch Inglourious Bastards. One of the best comedies I've ever seen. I might have laughed harder at that movie the first time I saw it than any movie I've ever seen. Great movie on Netflix. Check it out. The TV show is going to be a little bit more on the serious side. Talked about Martin Sheen and the American president. Now we're going to talk about Martin Sheen as the president, and that would be The West Wing. It's on Netflix. It's a nice little peek into a time when politics was semi-normal, and it's kind of refreshing. After all the shit that we're going on with now, sit back and watch that. It's good. Another, talk about a cast. Excellent cast. Excellent. Excellent. Say a lot. Excellent. I don't know. It's fantastic. Excellent. Awesome. Great. I don't know. Whatever. In the song that I danced to tonight in the kitchen would be Rubber Band Man by the Spinners. I actually did this as my song, my very first episode, 15 weeks ago. I'm bringing it back because I was dancing again tonight to it. Good song. All hail Podcast Jesus, baby. Always. Sacco in a few weeks. Can't wait to see everybody drinking beers up there, baby. Can't wait. Hope you enjoyed the show. I will see you next week.